Che piacere.
Grazie.
You know, I'm from Brazil, and of course, the first thing I have to ask you is about the soundtrack of the film, because there were so many Brazilian songs, and it seems like the soundtrack was very well thought. So how did it come to that decision?
I think one of the great privileges I have as a filmmaker is that I have been empowered by my wonderful producers and studio, in this case, the great MGM Amazon, to really explore the way in which I want to express myself deeply. So I put on the table all the toolbox that I can work with. And even if it's a story set in Yale, and so it's a story that is like an American East Coast story, I end up using very different tools that can be kind of like helping me tell the story in the best way possible. And one of the great things is the soulfulness of the great Santoro Carlos Jobim. And Jobim wrote this sublime song called the Preciso Perdoar, and I apologize for my pronunciation.
No, it's beautiful.
And the lyrics are so touching that almost makes me cry now thinking about them. In which like the bottom line of the song is that it's important to forgive. And a story about people, messy people, incapable of listening to one another and wanting to impose one another on the other, who are not eager to find a space of reconciliation. I think that as a counter effect to that, this song was so powerful. And so we played with this song many times. You know, like this movie is a Hitchcockian thriller that is really like a sort of like gesture of cinema to entertain people more than anything else, working with this great cinema icon, Julia Roberts. And so I love the idea to use a great musical standard, iconic one like this one, and then play with the different incarnation that you can have this. I think in this movie we have like 7 different versions of this song playing. So many great artists who played it, if these are featured in this movie. And then going back again to the great standard of Brazilian music, and again, Jobim, there is this song at the very end, before the credits crawl, that is called Ligia, which is about, again, the melancholy of the lost love. So what are these people? What have these people lost? First of all, I think they've lost themselves. And then they've lost the possibility of connection, real connection, because they were so much engulfed with the ambition that they couldn't see the beauty of the other. But the great Jobim always was connected with the soul of the other and his own.
Now, I saw the film twice.
But I use a lot of Brazilian music in my movie.
I've noticed that,
Pecado, like a version of Pecado sung by the great Caetano Veloso. And then Caetano Veloso made me a great gift in singing in the end credits of Queer, a song that was written by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. It's a great standard. It's a great canon, great canon.
And we love when you use music from Brazil, because it also makes us connect. You know, Brazilians like being part of something.
Your country is extraordinary.
Now, since we have to wrap up, you know, I could talk to you for hours. I do have to ask you, because we talk about your inspirations in music, but what is your guilty cultural pleasure?
Oreo.
Oreo?
Yes.
Interesting. That's a very American, and for an Italian. Wow.
I eat them a lot.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Oh, and one quick question, just because we still have a few seconds. Do you keep anything from your sets as a souvenir?
No, I don't. I mean, I've been very good friend with the great maestro Bernardo Bertolucci. And when I was a kid, like 24, 23, and I met him and eventually invited me to his place for dinner, I entered the room, the house, and I started to see, I have a deja vu. And I see the couch and say, is this the same couch from La Luna? Is this the same chair from The Last Emperor? Is this the... He said, and he answered to me, all of these items comes from my sets. And that was striking and impressive to me, and fantastic, of course. And it was very, like, I don't know, like in a way that it made a great impression on the kid that I was. Then I grew up and I started to think, like, I love my movies. I love the experience of making them. And I will really go far to make movies and to protect my movies and to really be in that creative space. But when I live my life thinking of more movies to make, I need to be in a sort of neutral space from the movies I made. So I don't keep anything.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.